As the sun began to set over the beautiful Sea of Galilee, Jesus turned to his disciples and said, "Let us go over to the other side of the lake." Without hesitation, the disciples followed him and climbed into a wooden fishing boat. Several of them were experienced fishermen who had spent much of their lives on these waters, so they felt confident as the journey began. The evening was peaceful. A cool breeze drifted across the lake, and the gentle waves softly rocked the boat as it glided over the calm water. The golden rays of the setting sun reflected across the sea, creating a scene of perfect peace. After spending the entire day teaching large crowds about the kingdom of God, Jesus was tired. He lay down on a cushion in the back of the boat and soon fell into a deep sleep. Everything seemed calm and safe, but in just a few moments, the peaceful journey was about to change in a way the disciples never expected. Without warning, the sky grew dark as thick storm clouds gathered overhead. The gentle breeze became a powerful wind, and the calm waters of the Sea of Galilee turned into towering waves. Rain poured down, and the boat was tossed violently from side to side. Huge waves crashed over the sides, filling the boat with water. The disciples fought with all their strength to keep the boat afloat, but the storm only became more fierce. Fear quickly replaced their confidence. Even the experienced fishermen knew they were facing a storm beyond anything they could control. They shouted to one another as they bailed water from the boat, struggling to keep it from sinking. In the middle of the chaos, they remembered that Jesus was still asleep in the back of the boat. Desperate and terrified, they rushed to him and cried out, "Master! Master! We're going to drown. Don't you care that we are perishing?" Jesus opened his eyes and calmly stood up in the middle of the storm. While the disciples trembled with fear, he remained completely at peace. Looking at the raging wind and the crashing waves, he spoke with divine authority, saying, "Peace! Be still." Instantly, the wind stopped blowing. The roaring waves settled, and the sea became as smooth as glass. The dark clouds began to clear, and a deep silence covered the lake. The terrifying storm had vanished in a single moment. Then Jesus gently asked them, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They looked at one another with wonder and whispered, "Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." At that moment, they understood more clearly than ever that Jesus is the Son of God, and all creation is under his authority. That unforgettable day changed the disciples forever. They had seen Jesus heal the sick and teach with authority, but now they witnessed him command the wind and the sea, and both obeyed his voice. They realized that nothing is impossible for the Son of God. The story of Jesus calming the storm reminds us that we all face storms in life. Sometimes we experience fear, uncertainty, sickness, loss, or difficult situations that seem too great to overcome. Yet Jesus is always with us, even when it feels as though he is silent. He sees every struggle, hears every prayer, and has the power to bring peace in the middle of our greatest storms. No matter how dark your circumstances may seem, remember the powerful words of Jesus, "Peace, be still."